I want you to imagine the worst day of your life. Like, truly the worst. Now imagine that day somehow gets worse. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in the span of about 45 minutes. That was my Tuesday. My name is Mara. I was married for 11 years. 11 years of Sunday breakfasts and inside jokes, and a man I thought I knew down to the way he breathed when he slept. His name was Daniel. Daniel Cruz. He was 43 years old. He coached Little League on weekends. He always burned the grilled cheese and refused to admit it. And 6 weeks ago, he had a heart attack in a parking lot in Columbus, Ohio, a city he told me he'd never been to. I want you to sit with that for a second. He died in a city he told me he'd never been to. I found that out at his funeral. And honestly, that was the least shocking thing I learned that day. I kid you not. So let me take you back to that Tuesday. The church was full. Daniel was loved, you know? Genuinely. People flew in. His college friends, his co-workers, our neighbors. I'm standing at the front in this black dress that still had the tag on it because I bought it 2 days before and forgot to cut it off. I was not okay, clearly. And I'm shaking everyone's hand and saying, "Thank you for coming," like a robot, because what else do you do? And then I see her. She's standing by the door. Maybe mid-30s, dark hair, wearing this burgundy dress. Not black, which I noticed. And she has 2 kids with her, a boy and a girl, maybe 8 and 10. And she's looking at the photo of Daniel on the easel near the entrance, and she is crying. Like, really crying. Not politely dabbing her eyes crying. Shaking, destroyed, trying to hold it together crying. And something in my stomach just dropped. I didn't know who she was. I'd never seen her. I assumed maybe she was a cousin or an old friend. I told myself that. I needed to tell myself that. But then the little boy looked up at Daniel's photo and said, "Daddy." Girl. I heard that word and my entire body went cold. I'm talking could not feel my hands cold. And I looked at that woman, and I looked at those kids, and I looked back at my husband's face, smiling in that photo, and I thought, no. No, no, no. There is no way. But there was a way. There absolutely was a way. Her name was Christine Harlow, and she thought she was Daniel Harlow's wife. Not his girlfriend, not some woman he'd been seeing, his wife. They had a house in Columbus, a mortgage, a joint account. They'd been together for 9 years. They got married in a courthouse in 2016, which, by the way, would make her marriage illegal since he was already married to me, but that's a detail we'll get to. And those 2 kids, Daniel Jr. and Lily, they were his, biologically his. I found all of this out in a church bathroom. Christine and I ended up in there at the same time by accident, or maybe not by accident. Maybe the universe just said, "Okay, we're doing this today." And we looked at each other in the mirror, and I think we both knew. We both already knew. We just hadn't said it out loud yet. She spoke first. She said, "How did you know David?" David, not Daniel. David. I said, "His name was Daniel." And she just stared at me. And then she said, very quietly, "No, his name was David. David Harlow." And I said, and I cannot believe these words came out of my mouth so calmly. I said, "I'm his wife." The silence in that bathroom lasted approximately 1,000 years. And then she said, "So am I." Honestly, I don't remember the next few minutes very clearly. I think I sat on the floor. I think Christine did too. I think one of the church ladies knocked on the door and we both said, "1 minute," at the exact same time in the exact same tone, which, under different circumstances, would have been funny. Here's what I pieced together over the next few hours, because Christine and I ended up sitting in my car in the parking lot for 3 hours while her mother watched the kids inside. 3 hours. Talking, comparing, pulling out our phones and showing each other photos and texts and receipts. David, whatever his name was, had been living a double life for at least 9 years. He traveled for work, supposedly, software consulting, which was true, except traveling for work to him meant driving 3 hours to Columbus, where he had an entire second family waiting for him. He split his time, weeks here, weeks there. He told me the consulting required long stretches on site. He told Christine the same thing. His phone had 2 SIMs. Did you know that was possible? Because I did not know that was possible. 2 SIM cards in one phone, different numbers. I had one number, she had the other. He had 2 email addresses, 2 social media profiles. His Columbus one was private, locked down, under David Harlow. 2 sets of coworkers who'd apparently never compared notes. 2 entire worlds, and he walked between them like it was nothing. And those kids who called him daddy. He coached their soccer games. He helped with homework. He was, by Christine's account, a good father, a present father. And I'm sitting there thinking about all the weekends he said he was at a conference, and I'm realizing he was at a soccer game. He was at a school play. He was being a dad to children I didn't know existed. I have no words for what that feels like. None. It's not just betrayal. It's not just heartbreak. It's like someone reached in and rearranged your entire memory. Every single moment of your marriage suddenly has a question mark on it. Every vacation, every holiday, every "I love you." Was it real? Was any of it real? Or were you just one half of something he kept very, very carefully separated? Now here's where the story gets complicated. Because grief is weird, and people are weird, and life is weird. Christine and I could have hated each other. We probably should have by some logic. We were both lied to in the most catastrophic way possible by the same man. But sitting in that parking lot, I didn't feel any anger toward her. None. She was as blindsided as I was. She loved a man named David the way I loved a man named Daniel. And now, we were both widows of someone who maybe never fully existed. We exchanged numbers before we left. I didn't know why at the time. It just felt right. Over the next few weeks, I started dealing with the legal side of things, which was its own special nightmare, because our marriage was legal, hers wasn't, which affected everything from the life insurance to the estate. I won't go into all of it because I genuinely don't have the emotional bandwidth to relive it right now, but just know it was messy. It was ugly. There were lawyers involved. But here's what I want to tell you. The thing I actually want you to take away from this. About 3 months after the funeral, Christine texted me, just to check in. And we started talking. Slowly at first, then more. She had no family nearby. Her parents were gone. She was suddenly a single mother of 2 kids who had just lost their dad. And yes, their dad was a liar. but they were 8 and 10, and they loved him, and grief doesn't really care about the context. And I thought about those kids a lot. Daniel Jr. and Lily. They didn't choose this. They didn't do anything wrong. They just lost their father. So I did something that I think a lot of people thought was insane. I started showing up for them. Not in a big way at first. Just, Christine would text me when she was overwhelmed, and I'd talk her through it. I sent the kids birthday cards. I drove to Columbus twice just to sit with Christine when the legal stuff got really heavy. Because she was the only person in the world who understood exactly what I was going through. Not my mom, not my best friend, not my therapist. Christine, the other wife. It's been about 14 months now, and I will tell you something that is going to sound absolutely unhinged, but I mean it with my whole heart. Christine is one of the most important people in my life right now. We are not defined by what he did to us. We refuse to be. I still have bad nights. Nights where I go through old photos and I sit with all these memories that feel like they belong to someone else now. A marriage that was real and also wasn't. A man I loved deeply who was a stranger. Both things are true. That's the hardest part. Both things are true at the same time. But I'm here. I'm still here. And if you are going through something, not even something like this, just anything where someone you trusted completely broke that trust, I want you to know that the version of you on the other side of it is still you. She's still standing. She's still building. She might be building something she never planned for, but she's building. I didn't plan on Christine. I didn't plan on those kids. I didn't plan on any of this. But here we are. And honestly, I think Daniel, or David, or whoever he was, he underestimated both of us. That might be the only thing that makes me smile about this whole thing. He kept us apart so carefully, so deliberately, and we found each other anyway. He didn't see that coming, and neither did I.